should be doing something.
I stand around for hours at a time.
Oh, God, I can't tell you how many hours a day I'm just standing on the line. I'm doing nothing but standing on the line.
Yeah.
You're all using some kind of jargon that me no understand. I have to gently blow a ball
Into a warm, fuzzy hole.
That's right.
Yeah.
Welcome to lunch, Jack and Laz.
Your viewing and listening pleasure.
They can't read at all.
I don't know how easy it is to discern between that.
Welcome to lunch, Jack and Laz.
Where the hell are they coming up with this crap?
Where nobody knows what the hell is going on.
Yeah. I blame Laz.
It's all Laz's fault. That's right. It's all Laz's fault. Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside Shroud Avatar. 5 days a week for your viewing and listening pleasure. Today is Tuesday, May 30th, 2017 here inside Shroud Avatar. Hope everybody had a fantastic Memorial Day weekend out there. There's a lot's been going on, and just what a weekend it's been. That's all I gotta say. Of course,
I had a relatively uneventful weekend.
You had one of those uneventful weekends. I thought I was going to
liked
have a nice, relaxing weekend, but that was not the case. So, very, very busy, you know, family, barbecue, all that good fun stuff. And of course, don't forget, release 42 dropped on Thursday. So coming into the holiday weekend, of course, we had a new release on tap, and let's not forget to remind everybody, free play is still in play, going up on until tomorrow's telethon. A lot of information to cover, lots of stuff going on out there in the world, a lot of things going on in the game, and we are barreling towards hopefully a final release here sometime in the near future. So, where are we going to kick it off today, Jack? We got a lot to cram into a little bit of time this week since tomorrow is the telethon. So again, we will not be here again. We will be watching the telethon and joining in there. And Jack will be down at the telethon doing the main event as it
Crying is what I'll be doing.
So get some Tito's, put a bottle in the corner, and you'll be a happy camper. I know you don't.
You know I don't drink hard liquor.
I know. I know you don't
and
drink.
I rarely drink beer, so yeah, putting that in front of me is not going to do a damn thing. But I will say this: that yesterday Barrett gave me a phone call to let me know that Starr more than likely will not be making the telethon. He's still out sick.
Wow.
If he does make it, he will be remote. So he's also trying to look for alternatives to singing and dancing, and there's some other things going on. And so
now
he has requested my presence.
Shout out.
He has requested my presence in the office at like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, because without somebody helping with that tech geek stuff, you know, that's not going to go up. So we're going to be watching, of course. We're going to be cheering you on. We're going to blame Jack for all the technical difficulties that happen at the hangout tomorrow. So
last time I was in charge, I was not responsible for the microwave. Which was hilarious, by the way.
Take the microwave, unplug it, put it in the broom closet.
It killed the entire power for the entire building. I mean, that's awesome.
I know, that was too funny.
Yes.
That was too funny. But yes, telethon tomorrow. Telethon of the Avatar, Summer Telethon Part 1. We'll be getting to that here in a minute. So why don't we dive on in? Again, a lot of information, short period of time. We're not here tomorrow. We're not here Friday. So this week, we're going to be cramming in. I mean, we got questions, we got stand-ups, we got Friday's release notes. So why don't we hop right in?
Well, where are we starting? Updated the avatar number 229, and then
229, of course.
229.
That
229 straight weeks of updates on Fridays. Don't forget, Release 42 just came out, as Laz said, which includes the new, I don't even want to call this the mail system, notification system that something has either been bought or sold.
you got mail.
Yes. Then we can talk later. We'll pull out the soapbox related to mailboxes. The Path of Truth as the first pass playable being done. The Path of the Oracle is now supposedly playable, and the Oracle Colossus, they worked on some final polish of that scene. The Battle of Solace Bridge, Battle of Highvale, and the Blood River Massacres tutorials were revamped again. Solace Bridge Upskirt was improved.
Polish.
I know, starting scene polish. POT sign teleport networks were introduced. So if you go into a player-owned town and you say you want to get to the middle of town quickly, just look, when you teleport into a scene, right there will be a teleporter. It is a signpost.
They look like signposts,
Yeah,
this direction, that direction.
Click on the signpost and you can choose a destination to teleport to within that scene for some really quick travel through player-owned towns.
Now that's going to make moving through a lot of those large metros a lot easier to get to different points.
You have to remember that all player-owned towns are exactly the same size. They're 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer.
Well, that's true.
So,
but depending on how you build them, I mean, I built mine where you come into the entrance, and that's where I expect my people to live right now. And, some of my towns I plan to upgrade, some I don't, for my own reasons. But that's
absolutely.
It's part of the story. That's part of the mystique.
Yeah, that's right. It's part of something.
Part of ownership.
Part of something. Decoration additions and improvements, advanced skill training, combat and skill balance, enemy AI and pathing tweaked. I know some people were griping about the enemy AI now.
Yeah, well, I saw some of that, and I'll tell you what, I don't know if it's just I was being too overly picky on it, but I saw things doing more running away this weekend than I did actually
coming at you and trying to fight you.
Yes, yeah,
lots of run away. Yes, new crafting recipes
I was trying to fight some bandits the other day at Sequana Colossus, and I couldn't get them to engage with me because they were all chasing one wolf around. So I was just like running behind, shooting them with stuff, and they didn't care. They wanted that wolf, apparently.
They wanted their wolf, yeah.
That wolf, man. That's target number one.
They were hungry,
They're hungry like
man's
a wolf.
gotta eat.
Yeah.
They took a pair of their buddy's testicles, and
Oh yeah.
trying to get them back.
Some new crafting recipes came online,
Welcome,
including the mailbox, new NPC building decorations, new equipable decorations, weapon decorations, now wall and floor placeable, new items both craftable and store, numerous scene fixes, general performance improvements. Cough, cough. We have to read Chris's note for today on what he's working on. So the new mail announces whenever you have bought or sold, or whenever someone has sold something on a vendor or someone has bought something.
Whenever somebody bought one of your items, you get a notification. That's
Why
it.
don't you just tell me?
Oh, why don't you just tell me?
Why don't you just tell me?
Yes.
You read this movie.
It's kind of a pain in the butt too that you can't empty your mailbox all in one click. You got to go note by
Well,
note.
the fact that collecting my money now takes me about 4
Forever.
times longer is
Wait,
not.
but you're not waiting.
The good getter.
You're not waiting for your bank to load anymore. So, is it really 4 times longer?
It is.
And there's that.
Because
There's
first I
that.
have to open it up and read it, then I gotta go.
Why
and
do you
click
have to
and
read
claim
it?
the money.
I just open it up, click gold. Open it up,
Okay,
click gold.
so
Open it up, click gold.
And how do you know where to go to restock what?
Who needs to restock?
Well, see, that's what I use it for. I keep the same amount in all my vendors. I sell 5 recall scrolls, I go put 5 more on it. I sell 10 recipes, I go put 10 recipes back on it. It's
you don't.
always got the same stock at all times.
No, you don't.
Except, of course, right after somebody buys something. I mean, that makes sense. But
Yeah. No.
yeah,
No.
so
No. You
I
don't.
use that list to go say, hey, I sold 10 batches of 10 recalls in Soul Town, so I need to bring 30 scrolls with me. You know?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
You can always dig
How
in your
many
log.
times have you arrived on location
That's
without
why.
the proper restock?
That's why we're always fighting about like vendor space.
You don't
It's
even
like-
need to go that
Have
far.
you arrived
All you
on
got to do,
location without proper restock? That's all I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
all you got to do is set up your vendor across the street from somebody and say, hey, buy the stuff, pay for the stuff that's across the street over here.
What?
So all you got to do is set up your vendor across the street from somebody that's selling a bunch of stuff, and write on the vendor, hey, pay for that stuff over here.
Okay.
I see.
Yep.
I see.
I think I get it.
You say pay the cashier. You get it.
I understand that, but is again, if you go over there, he doesn't have those items. It doesn't make sense. No, not over my head. I get it, but it just doesn't make sense.
Okay.
It does
So-
not compute.
Did you want to
Yeah,
look at the
undercutter.
pretty scene that's known as Libris Ruins?
The Libras.
Yes. Out in North Politis along the Sanctus River, old seat of justice. So you've got some Roman influence, and it is
Colosseum-looking influence and ruin influence.
yes. Then don't forget the raffles still ongoing with all of 20 deeds available. They did announce the winners for that. I know, 20 total deeds, 10 player-owned towns and 10 place anywhere. Yeah, they definitely need to. Release 42 is also going to only have 10 of each. This is the free trial does end tomorrow during the telethon.
At the end of the telethon, I
Yeah.
thought, right?
Yep.
And it coincide with the ending of the telethon tomorrow night.
Yes. Tomorrow's telethon will be 12 hours of drunken debauchery. With
Fun for the
Yes.
whole family.
What are they
fun for
giving
the
away?
whole family, as long as your family enjoys imbibing copious amounts of alcohol.
Yay!
Yay! Don't forget a bunch of things are expiring, including the hot air expirations, which means if you're looking for a hot air balloon, you could go to Shroud Marketplace and buy the one I've got up there.
Cheap.
Rewards
Cheap.
for
Plug.
yeah. Hey, it's, it's a lot
Shameless
cheaper.
of hot air.
Shameless. It's a hell of a lot cheaper than the one you can get off the
How much you selling it for?
I don't know. I'd have to go look at the price.
Oh, well.
I mean, but I do have a 15% coupon that expires at some point in time today.
What do we get for $5? What do we get for $5 this time?
He wants to know about the cheap toys.
Well, I've got to go find the my hot air balloon.
Smoke virtue, blue virtue.
Yep, a lot cheaper.
But they're going with the flame theme this
Yes, flame
this
theme
telethon.
for the telethon that includes at $10,000 the smoke virtue symbol, so you can blow virtue rings. 25,000 is going to be a balloons that are held in your hand with a black balloons are black with the silver virtue symbol. 35,000 is the miner's helmet with the flame on top. Sneak peek or spoiler alert.
You can already make it in game.
You can make it in game. Yes, there is a recipe for that. 50,000. The flame pattern stained glass oil table lamp 3-pack. 65,000. The fire elemental statue with flame effect. 80,000 is the flame shaped shield and scimitar. if they exceed 80,000, they will eventually conspire and create some random rewards, as long as I don't write things on the board again.
Don't touch the board.
No. Well, Star's not there.
No. We like it when Jack gets up and starts touching the board. Jack put some interesting stuff on the board.
Yeah. And
what did you slip in last time?
I can't remember. It was funny.
His phone number.
You put them on.
Salami. Yeah, put salami.
For a good time call, Jack.
Something like that. My
New
phone's
NBN.com.
Yeah. Don't forget there will be a tech talk this afternoon with Chris and Violation as well, where they are actually going to be soliciting a bunch of questions for the telethon. And that's about it.
Is that about it? Telethon
Yeah,
schedule. Great
Localization,
prizes.
upcoming. Yep. Oh, community cause, Airy Fund. Don't forget there's the artwork contest going on if you want to participate in that and submit some artwork. That is ending very soon, so you do need to go to the forums. Do your artwork for the Just One Life Airy Fund community cause.
And a very good cause it is. We can just save one life. We'll be doing our job.
That's right.
Yes.
And the trophy room contest ended yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, Jack and I had a really fabulous submission for this, but we figured that with as fabulous as the submission was going to be, we just had to give other people a chance. So we did not submit that to the...
We wanted other people to have the opportunity to win, because ours is phenomenal as far as the concept goes, and I don't think anybody would have been able to trump it.
It was huge.
Would have
You guys
been
win
huge.
everything.
Further on down, recommended projects to back while we're here.
SodaCon?
SodaCon Austin 2017. Yeah, come on now. I mean, we are sponsors. We will both be there. We will be both be proudly representing while we're at SodaCon. You know that.
Yep.
And of course, if you don't have your tickets yet, you should get them now. As be like me, the first person to get tickets. I got mine right here. Upside.
I haven't bought my tickets yet.
You're gonna wait and pay full price, you sucker. Yeah.
No. I need this.
Oh wait, I should go check my real life mail and have physical tickets.
What's
I think
that?
It just printed it out.
I should check my real life mail and get physical tickets.
Well, when you sign up and pay for your admission, you will get an event pass that has, I believe it's got the QR code and everything on it, because you're going to need that for entrance to get in.
Oh crap!
QR codes
I didn't
will
save
be
any of that.
Huh?
I don't have a printer. I didn't save any of that crap. I just whenever I bought my tickets.
Well, do you have a cell phone?
Yeah, but it
Smartphone?
doesn't. Yeah. Well, I don't want to go that far.
Yeah, well, you can also use your smartphone and pull up your pass on your smartphone and get scanned in that way. That's how people will get their ID badges, is via their, when they scan in to check in, they will get an ID badge that'll allow them access to and from the goings and comings. And all
I
that
just
good
bought
stuff.
the thing. That's all I did.
No,
You'll be fine.
and no worries.
They'll
You've got
work it
time to
out.
print it out. Or
Hi, my
when
name
you
is
get to
Arius
Austin, you go
Coilmore.
to Jack's house, and Jack will just get it printed out for you.
Well, we're planning on sneaking Jack in the back door, so we can sneak areas in the back.
Oh God! Can we put Jack in my back door?
Yeah.
Oh no! Move you hell.
I don't know. Maybe if you deprive him of some of his insulin, or you get him to drink a couple,
A little bit of tequila rose
shots of
goes a long
scorpion
way.
juice, that might be possible.
Yeah.
So,
So since the devs were off over the weekend, I I was expecting it to come into a patch this morning. That didn't happen, so we only have last Friday's patch. Lum still has yet to update his blog in 2 weeks.
Lum's daily blog died. I think he's going to lay that one to rest. I don't know if he's going to keep up with that or not.
No, it's dead. But Chris's
Well,
is
a lot of
still
work.
going on, and Chris actually has some really pertinent information.
Well, let's get that up on screen.
So, according to Chris, today he's probably not getting any real work done due to preparations for the telethon. By the way, with Starr very likely out for most of the telethon, he's already started rebranding the summer telethon to the Drunk Richard and Chris show. Seriously, though, they will be moderating their intake tomorrow based off of donations. And he's suggested putting a pile of hard-boiled eggs out there as an option, since people also don't like hearing us sing or dance. Haters.
How about every time that happens, they answer a question? Ooh.
Fully, you mean? Answer a question fully?
Yeah, like, something, they get to the milestone and they select somebody and answer their question fully, and boom. Yeah.
Okay.
Why do they have to sing and dance? We're there to get questions answered here about, what's going on in the world, what's coming, what's not, all that good stuff. So why sing and dance? Why not pick a question out of the air and answer it every time they
those
hit a
dirty,
milestone?
dirty Twitch rules that say that we can't have them take off their clothing an article at a time.
Yep. Why we can't show what's below our waist.
That's right. That's why we shoot from the waist up here on NBNN.
What are
You
pants?
can't even show.
Nothing to
You
see
can't even be
anyway.
shirtless as a guy on Twitch.
Yes, we know. We are aware of that, but we can be pantless, and so Jack and I choose to live the life of big business, and t-shirts and pantless. I mean, what more can you ask for?
Although today I'm wearing a button-up shirt.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's not tucked in, by the way. So yeah. So
That-
Oh,
that
the
would
shirt,
look a
the shirt.
It'll look
Right.
a little funny tucked into your boxers. I mean, come on now.
I'm not wearing boxers.
What about wet shirts?
Remember
You wear
that
wet
Facebook
t-shirts?
post about like dirty laundry?
Yeah, never mind. Never mind.
Never mind. Yeah. So don't forget, today at 2 p.m. Tech Talk is going to be ongoing with Violation, and he's going to be taking questions to be answered tomorrow. And then main thing he'll be looking into for the final Release 42 patch will be better ways to handle the extended lock time for skills with high heat levels. Players apparently think this is a bug, and he doesn't blame them because it does seem like it's based on the visuals. For those unclear what I'm referring to, he'll give a detailed description of it on the live stream this afternoon.
You mean
probably
the
again.
global cooldown that everybody's calling it already?
Yes.
It's been referred to in at least 2 or 3 threads then I've seen out there.
It is a global
The
cooldown.
global cooldown that we complained about.
It is
But
something that is going to annoy everybody because it happens to everyone. And then, so he'll be going into that later this afternoon. And then also, for release 43, this is the release where they deal with performance.
Now, see, you interpreted that a little different than I expected you to, but
Finally, we're
I
going to
don't
start looking at
I don't
performance.
dig. I mean, I guess maybe they're into release 43.
Well, I mean, Chris only has a half dozen typos so far, so
Only. Okay.
players apparently think this is a bug, and I don't blame them. Yeah.
You mean one can play it? Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. So
I don't have time
I'm
for that
I'm
soapbox
interpreting
today.
that as for release 43 because right above that he's talking about the final release 42 patch. He's trying to fix things. So for release 43, they're finally going to start looking at performance and what they can do. One of the things that they want to do is reduce load times to half or less the current numbers.
Wow. It's aggressive.
Spoiler. We'll get to that at least.
We'll get it to less than that, is what he said.
Yeah.
So he's thinking they're going to be automatically going to be able to get load times down, reduced by at least half, according to that.
So no longer will you be.
Yeah, well, thank you.
a cup of coffee.
Deck slapping in the background.
It's ambitious. Yeah, very ambitious, sir.
Well, what it means is they're finally going to turn on Vulkan.
That's
Vulkan's not currently enabled. They fixed the memory footprint post-scene load. This will deal with almost all the hitching. That was one of the big complaints that I saw this weekend or overheard, was a ton of hitching. And all scenes, including large cities, run at least 30 frames per second on target machines. I have no idea what the target machines are.
Recommended specs?
Supercomputer.
Well, what is the target
Question
machine?
for today's Tech Talk. What is a target machine?
Yes.
What is a target machine?
What are the specs on a target machine?
5 generations above yours. That's what it is.
Probably
it's,
because I'm still running 4770K.
what?
My processor's like 5 years old?
4770. That's
Dinosaur.
4 or 5 years old?
yeah, but
Pre-Camry.
isn't that,
Pre-Camry.
i7? Is the
Yeah, it's an
4770?
Yeah.
Well, the i7 hasn't changed that much over the last couple of years.
And I got that in my
That's why-
watch. My
that's why
watch has one.
I'm kind of annoyed because the most games are not multi-threaded and multi-processor, and so it doesn't really help with most of it. And I see List is playing with bears.
Yes, we
Watch your
have
ankles,
bears.
Laz. Watch your ankles, buddy.
So you gotta stop carrying that bacon in my pocket.
That's that what
Oh, the bear went after Thex. Now he went after Laz. There goes Laz. There goes Laz. Like, run away! Run away!
God, yeah, you just tore him a new one.
I think he intentionally targets you because it's like everything around me. Okay, so we need some music since you're not going to be able to play anymore. Play Winches and Mead. Because who doesn't love Winches and Mead?
Me.
You like
so
the mead?
what makes me unable to
Not
play
really.
anymore because I got attacked?
Yes.
And I can't hear a thing from you over there. I mean, of
You
course
need to pan
again.
your camera around.
Yeah, 15 meters. I know.
I know, 15 meters.
I think we're only 6 meters apart.
Shh. Shroud math.
Oh yes,
15 meters.
if I swing my camera sideways, I can actually hear him.
Yes.
Ooh, amazing. Or how about if I'm actually facing you?
Well, if your
Ooh,
camera's
very
facing
vaguely.
directly towards me.
Yeah, and I don't think, well, we know music's still got many problems.
Known issue.
No.
issue.
Remember last time I actually bug reported that? They said working as intended.
Working as intended, yes. Music is fully functional. But,
Yeah.
you know, the sheet music bugs, somebody else can hear you, but you can't. You can hear them, but they can't. And every other different variation, it's working. I don't know.
They say that about politicians too, that they're fully.
Yes, very good, yeah.
Politicians are definitely working as intended.
But now, moving right along.
right?
We know there's some issues that need to be resolved, and it's being worked on. Now, of course, is we our initial intention was to highlight the music system and make it, part of the show and do all this great stuff with it. But since it breaks so often on us, it's just been a bane of part of our show. And that's why we pick on it, is because we were so hip on getting this to be part of the show that when it got broke, it's like, man, that really sucks. I mean, to be honest, it'd be nice that,
Really honest.
I could hear Jack playing in the seat next to me, 5 feet away. I mean, that's not much to ask. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a lot to ask. What are you talking about? I mean, It was only working a year ago.
I know, right? It was working better then.
Yeah.
Well, you can also hear somebody, about through half Val's head back then too, but that was a different story.
What? It wasn't like the what was the thunderclap where people would slash rain and you could hear it through the entire scene?
Through the entire scene.
Oh yeah.
Now, it works like that though.
What?
Give
Do I
up.
have it over there?
Give up what?
The bell tower.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
The
it's supposed
tower
to-
still. Yeah.
It's supposed to do that.
Is Zeke added a bell tower into Black Rock Cove so that when people enter, they should ring the bell tower to let people know
I did.
that they've
I did
arrived.
that. I did that.
Interesting idea, interesting concept. Announce you have arrived.
You ready for
in
some
the town.
questions related to the telethon?
I don't know. Am I?
I don't know. Do I need to provide you with a link?
Yeah, that might help. 'Cause I wasn't ready for those, and I got a spider just dropped down from the ceiling on my hand. Hope it wasn't radioactive, or should I hope that it was?
Well, it's some good music. I do like Radioactive. It's a good song.
Radioactive.
I don't have that song, but I do have
I
Nancy the
got that.
Tavern Winch. Okay, so while Laz is loading these comments up, I can start with the fact that Browncoat Jason wanted to know whether or not I thought we weren't going to call the telethons anymore. I like the old State of the Realm live stream better. Starr responded with, they discussed that, and they thought that telethon was more honest. Eventually, it'll probably become State of the Realm after the official launch. Possibly. Gray Fox wants to know, summer is coming, where's my bikini? You get your coconut bra, and you get your bodice bottoms.
That's right. Mix and match, make your own.
That's right. And then diets.
Besides, Gray Fox, I don't know if we want to see you in a bikini.
That's right.
Browncoat Jason also wants to know which virtue symbol is going to be blowing smoke. The ethos symbol, Barred Infinity, the principles, the 3 intertwined circle, Chaos, the 9-pointed star. He'd love to see all 3, but it's going to be the symbol for ethical hedonism, which is the infinity with the 1. Bright Star wants to know about lighting. Can you fix it so some items are not counted as lighting items, such as the blacksmith's table, smelting table, phonograph, and other items that give off very minor amounts of light? And it takes away from putting up very luminous lighting, especially on the outside where we have minimal lighting slots.
Right.
Question 2 is related to
Word.
storage. And the answer for question 1 is going to be no.
No.
That's something people have been complaining about for 2.5 years.
How about we
Since-
get things that are supposed to be light sources to actually, I don't know, provide light? Have y'all looked up the new tiki torches, the new torches and stuff in game? They're beautiful. They've got the beautiful flame and everything. You know how much light comes off of them?
Well, see,
None.
the problem is if
Zero.
you put a light on the edge of your property and it encroaches on your neighbor, that's not politically correct. So the light can't emit any further to encroach on your neighbor's property, otherwise complaints.
I went into my small little basement and I've thrown down a torch, one of the new torches, and I threw down a frost chandelier. Above the chandelier, on the top of the ceiling, there's a little round bit of white light. The room itself is still completely dark. The torch, I can see the flame and everything. It's not lighting up anything around it. It's all completely dark.
Did you adjust the knob on the light and turn it all the way up?
Yeah.
Did you,
Look,
did you turn
I-
the knob on the torch?
I'm pretty good at playing with knobs. I'm just saying, and I couldn't get it to like harden up. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
something's wrong.
Yeah. You couldn't twist it
Need
out?
some Viagra or something, you know?
Okay. Well, Brightstar's other question is about containers. Can you create a storage container that can hold other containers
Big
other
topic.
than the bank? Containers in containers needs to
containers.
happen.
Containers in containers.
Well, what we need
Regardless.
is a system where you can take a container that's empty and you can pack it up, and then you could place that packed version item into a regular storage.
Containers in containers.
But not
Says
a
it all.
container with stuff in it. No.
I have a
No, it's
broadcast
stuff in it.
automated
stuff in it.
phonograph.
It's stuff in it.
You know, I should be able to put several small bags into a larger bag, and each of them small bags should be able to include, if I want to put mandrake in one small bag and nightshade in another small bag, I should be able to do that. I'm sorry.
Yes, you should be
Yeah.
able to.
You know, I don't want my reagents mingling about, getting all funked up in one big pouch because
you don't want
man,
them touching each other.
you-
I mean,
yeah, when
cross
that shit
contamination
happens,
of
man, I
something.
start-
yeah.
explosions start going off. It's a mess, man. Come
don't
on.
want
There's a
cross-pollinate
nesting
your plants.
problem. I mean, you're talking about, you know, that becomes a nesting problem in the in like the, I don't know what kind of database. I don't know if it's like an SQL database, but
they can handle it.
Well, it used to be able to handle it, not anymore.
Yeah, I know. We were able to do that
286
back in-
handled it. Shit.
Yeah, the
This ought to be able to handle it.
1980s, was it?
At
90s?
286.
No, like even in the game, it used to be able to. It was
Yes, I know
supported
that, but,
beforehand.
yeah.
So, question 3 is about deco walls. Why can't we place items on wooden walls like lights, pictures, shelves, mailboxes? And what about making some thin light stone clay or walls for indoors just to change it up a bit?
Wooden walls are useless.
They-
yeah, but they sure are.
That's if you
Yeah.
put stuff on them, like a mailbox.
Yeah, exactly. My mailbox is now in my basement, which I can't see. I can't
Can
see
I
a fucking
ask
thing.
you a question?
Trip. Got to take a trip to check the mailbox.
And I mean, these are the questions for tomorrow's telethon, right? That we're reading.
Yes.
Yeah.
So why is Darkstar answering all the questions for tomorrow's telethon?
Well,
in the
he-
forum before tomorrow's telethon.
He's at home and he's bored. I mean, he's sitting at home
Oh.
in pain because he's
So
sick.
now I
so it's like,
comprehend why Chris needs to take questions for tomorrow's telethon. Starr was bored and he went down this whole list. Did you read the whole list? Does he answer
no,
everything here?
I have
Okay.
not read the entire list, and he hasn't
Neither
answered
have I.
everything yet. So, but he has answered a few of them. And I guess this song doesn't want to play because I'm playing.
Well, don't worry
But-
about it.
Just means I have to play something else.
How about forget that stuff and let's get on with this.
What you want? You want to know what Browncoat Jason wants to make comments
do.
about the Wheel of Fortune flash sales?
I do. I want to see what he's got to say about that.
Oh, okay. Something I noticed on the list, and it happened in the spring telethon, is that most furniture is not included in the sales. Can these be added to the fireplaces and lamps option so we can pick up beds, shelves, and bookcases? And also, are you keeping the Chaos and Virtue sales of double spin on all items? Yes, Chaos and Virtue will be on the wheel again for double spin and all items again. And they are definitely considering adding furniture to the wheel.
Woohoo!
Okay, let's see.
Sir Frank got an interesting one.
A sandbox decoration wouldn't be a miss. That's not a question.
sandbox? A sandbox?
That's a request. Sandboxes.
We keep Lead in the sandbox during the show.
I know, exactly. We'll have one on the set just for Led Zepp.
He's gonna get
To
sand
sit in.
I'm
everywhere.
gonna go potty. I'm gonna go potty in there.
He will be
Yeah,
doing
now
all
don't worry
kinds of
about
weird
it.
things.
Just don't
Kitty
eat
litter
the
box.
Tootsie Rolls left from the black cat. You'll be all right.
Cover Laz up. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Next.
Moving
So,
right along.
Zader, I understand these are way in the future, but when you build the pirate bundles, would you please consider having a slightly smaller pirate ship that fits on a town-sized water lot and land if you do the dry dock version? That'd be nice. A sloop. Need some smaller than galleons. We need some sloops.
Too tight.
What was his response?
Oh, Starr didn't respond to that one.
Oh, there we go.
So Emperor Borg wants to know if we hit 250k, Darkstar and Barrack do Darkstar dance to existing GIF above. If in a real coconut bra, straw hat, sunglasses, and grass skirt. In-game sunglasses that, when adorned, also put our character in a beach swimsuit that has color linked to the color character's virtue level, i.e. way virtue cloak glows red, the blue range. Barrack just laughed.
Apparently, Barrack's not opposed to that.
What do you want me to do? Dress in drag and do the hula?
Yeah,
Yes,
I mean,
pretty much.
exactly.
Sounds like it. Sounds like it.
Bob wants to know he would like to make a suggestion, an improvement to the store in claiming in-game items. I have bought several store items now as gifts during sales and then accidentally claimed them in-game when claiming my other game rewards. This is especially troublesome when the purchased store items are character-specific and cannot be traded in-game like emotes. Would it be possible to implement a checkbox either in-game or on the website where purchased items that customers do not wish to claim yet can be ticked off or locked to prevent them from being claimed along with
Yes,
other rewards?
please. Yes, please.
Well, why doesn't he just send them and claim them on the characters that they belong to in the first place and be done with it?
I think what he's trying to do is he wants to sell like the emotes and things like that, so third-party stuff. Oh, I love you, Scrota. I love this song. I think you should loop this song. I haven't heard it in a long time.
Yeah, since what, this morning?
No, I haven't heard it at all this morning.
Welcome, Scrota.
Scrota.
Eagle wants to know, is it possible to make pets stay a bit further away from the avatar? Thanks for the nice updates, and don't forget the solo player versus dungeon. Oh, I have a question for Arius.
Okay.
Arius, are you aching for some bacon?
Bacon.
I
want that pigs. Is that what you're asking?
I was just told to ask you whether or not you're aching for some bacon.
Bacon for some bacon.
Well, you have to remember
What?
this person's
What?
listening on delay, so you have to remember what you were talking about like a minute ago.
I don't remember what I was doing 2 seconds ago. I don't know.
I have that same
He
problem.
always wants the bacon. He
it
wants the
was like,
salami,
yes,
forget
please, for
about
the
the
check.
bacon.
For the check mark box. That's what we were talking about.
Did you want some
Which
summer
I think-
sausage with that?
Summer sausage.
I
Oh
don't know.
my.
Winter sausage.
Moving right along.
Hey,
I love
Where
that.
were
I
we?
said
Where
that.
were we?
Randy, what the fuck? I'm lost.
Yeah, well, it's Tuesday.
it's like Monday all
It's a
over
short
again.
week.
but
Roll with
it's-
it. Don't worry
Yeah,
about it.
it's so short that we only have 2 shows this week, so
Yeah, that person who's texting Jack needs to get some printing done.
hopefully she's got all that done.
Yeah.
Someone suggested a Whittle emote, Yordic Myers, and I think that would be an awesome reward sometime soon.
Yeah, I like that concept. Whittling, yeah, I'd be doing that. What are you doing? I'm making wands. I like it. making arrows.
Yeah,
Making a duck.
I heard a conversation about that. And arrows are now actually makeable in larger quantities now.
I'm busy reading text messages. This is funnier.
Well, I know that.
So Dr. Face wants to know any chance of getting some new clothes to wear around for summer, i.e. grass skirts, Hawaiian shirts, and some equipable pina coladas, perhaps ones that can be worn in either hand. What about hats for our pets?
Hats for what?
Oh, really? Well, okay. I guess.
Next, we need sweaters for
Oh,
the
yeah,
dogs.
exactly.
Sweaters for the wiener dogs. Yeah.
Agricultural skill tree.
Oh boy.
Maybe add some patterns for whistles that'll make them a little bit more customizable. Question 3 is going to be a little self-serving here, but you thought about in-game rewards for streamers, i.e. capes, titles, or a special deco pet? Maybe.
Ooh, wow.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be adverse to that.
No.
Right.
No.
I would like a title. I think for the streamers. I think that'd be pretty cool.
I stream.
The badass mofos.
That'd be more like this dick says shit publicly. I don't know, something.
What? Public disgrace.
So Gunmetal says that he's popping his oh wait, we can't talk about that one because someone
Two
really hates that
idiots
phrase.
live on stream who
Yeah.
don't know what they're doing. Title, I don't know.
Yeah,
something
so
like that.
Gunmetal is going to be attending his first telethon. He wanted to clarify some information, and he wants to know, starting at noon on Twitch, and if he's hanging out in Discord, he may or may not be eligible for some prizes, and yes, that's true. And he wants to donate towards it, and it's just $5 in new money, so what I generally do is I buy $5 store credit. Yeah. Yep. Chateau.
So yeah, the answer, of course, to his question is that you need to donate $5 during the telethon.
New money.
Before and after do not count.
Yeah. So $5
And of
new
course,
money.
Frederick Glasgow went ahead and answered that for him.
Nailed it.
And
Now we got time for a couple more questions.
yeah, Chatel wants to know: will it be possible to actually climb an object? Probably not, because they
my.
have not invested the tech time in doing that animation.
And that's been discussed before.
Yeah.
Kind of object.
The best you're going to see now, of course, is the moving elevators for something like that. But ladders, ropes will still remain in teleport mode. Yes, thank you, Zeb.
Yeah. And then the last question that we'll work on is Uncle Sven.
Uncle
What's new?
Sven.
He wants you to sit in his lap and answer the question. They have heard about the long list of combos that will eventually be in game when the Heat style lock decks come into play. Will we be able to create combos as we build our decks? I have 5 discharge and 5 aim shot cards to use to make a combo in place in his static deck, and now have only 4 of each left to use. The answer is no.
If you want to drain all your mana, yeah.
Big no. You either use one style or the other. The minute you try and combine the two, you're back to the old style of play, at least the way it functions right now.
And now,
Either you
now
combo
she's texting
or you
me
can't
YouTube
combo.
videos. Yeah. Concerning those combos, they have heard about when will we be using them, and what is the reasoning behind them not being in game yet?
It's not a game.
Programming time. Chris did say he could
Priorities.
churn out hundreds of combos relatively quickly, but he has not done that in a long time. Yep.
It's caca. It's caca.
And final comment from him.
He's enjoying the game, even though he may provide some negative feedback. But he's enjoying the process, the experience, and the game. Yes.
Yes.
And thank you.
So
for-
while people may have qualms, of course, again, like us, we do love what's going on here. Of course, we do have our opinions. Some things we love, some things we hate, and that's what brings you our show. If everything was all peaches, cream, and flowers and hummingbirds, and life would be good, and we wouldn't have a show now, would we?
No, we would have like two idiots just sitting here.
Just sitting here. Yeah. Okay, what are we gonna do today, Jack? Let's take a nap.
It's nap time.
It's nap time.
We're building decay.
Snap time. Snap
Speaking
time.
of time, it's that time of the day
Time for
to
the
tell you
calendar.
what's going on in the world in Shroud of the Avatar this Tuesday, May 30th, 2017. And you'll find all that information on the nbnn.info website or the NBNN Shroud of the Avatar app, which Jack is pulling up on his screen as soon as he finishes text messaging whoever it is he's text messaging there.
Well, you can guess who I'm texting.
Well, I don't have to guess. I know
You know who I'm texting. Yeah. I'm not my fault. She's sending me.
Telling you you're lucky she's not going to be there to knock you in the balls during the telethon. Is that what she's doing?
She's sending me a link to The Lion King because I have never actually watched The Lion King, and she made a joke about he's a big pig. You can be a big pig too. Oink.
You're just a pig.
Now I get the bacon.
Yeah. See, I've never seen Lion King, so
I don't. Yeah. Okay. So a boar.
I don't
A
get
boar's the type of pig.
Yes, it is.
the worst type of pig.
Dress and drag and do the hula.
The kind
Even though that
keeps
wasn't.
its own.
Even though that wasn't who dressed in drag, because it was Timon that dressed in.
Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't watched the video yet. But we do have
He's
the community
probably
calendar.
Not going to.
Don't forget all times are Central Standard Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia Time.
Nude Britannia.
Yes. Let's see. Today at noon and 6 around the clock, or 12 and 6 around the clock, two idiots interpret the news on WRFB.
WRFB.
Did you say interpret the shit? That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
A
Interpret
show
this
called
shit.
Lunch. Yeah.
I don't know. We'll have to go back to the replay and find out.
I have no idea.
It's live. There is no censor. There is no 7
no.
7-second delay. Yeah.
Yeah. Today
The
at
internet.
2, not 1:30. Tech Talk Tuesday with Violation and Chris, where they're going to be collecting a bunch of questions for the telethon. Also at 2, in-game, you can always join Sean Silverfoot for the Paxlayer Town Manager Hour and inquire about any of the boroughs related to Paxlayer. At 3 p.m., the EVL Dungeon Crawl European Edition is going on with the Dungeon...
European style.
Yeah. With the Dungeon Leader, or Dungeon Master, Wintermute Offcoff, and that's going to be meeting on the overworld map outside of Owl's Head. At 7 p.m., another EVL Monster Mash Dungeon Crawl, also meeting on the overworld map outside of Owl's Head, this time led by none other than Zinni. And if running with EVL is not your thing, you can always join the Jade Dragons for their dungeon run of Chillblade's Compendium of Pain and Suffering.
Pain and suffering.
Out in Braemar. That's going to be led by none other than Malhari. At 7 on WRFB.
WRFB.
The 70s at 7.
Britannia.
At 10 p.m. on Avatar's Radio, Temper Tantrum Tea Days, and the final event of the evening is going to be on WRFB.
WRFB.
And that is the Record Room.
The record room with my old man.
And that is our community calendar for May 30th in Shroud of the Avatar.
Shroud of the Avatar.
Now, I just want to side note. I know it's maybe a little bit early, but for tomorrow, I'm still not sure that NBNN will be streaming the Virtue League because I'm not even sure the Virtue League will happen. But because I don't want to stream in the middle of a telethon, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, of course. That's why we are not on the air tomorrow. The telethon will be starting at the same time we normally do, and
I'll be there.
Jack is not going to be here. He's going to be running the telethon, so that's one. Is two, of course, we know most people are going to be watching the telethon, and there's nothing we're going to say that's going to stop them from tuning in. So yes, and three, I don't know if the Virtual League is going to go off. You may want to pop on over to the good folks over in EBL. And
generally, I think they cancel the week of a telethon. Just because
I would
people are more
guess
interested in
that's what goes on, but I cannot confirm that. So I would just tell Arius to.
Myself. Yeah. I haven't been able to do so yet, but yeah. I
And
will
of
not be
course,
broadcasting regardless.
Yes, it's one of those things where do you want to go up against the telethon, or you want to watch, Chris and Barrick and Richard drink until they're giddy.
Well, we do also have to say welcome back to Gix. We hope you enjoyed your honeymoon and your tour of the Northeast.
Ooh la la.
Yeah, he ate a lot of seafood.
A lot of seafood. Was he at the buffet?
Yes, he was at the buffet.
Is that where we got that article from?
Yes.
I did very much.
Yeah, so.
And of course, while I'm looking over next to Gix, I see Aso Wanda hanging out over there as well. Is Aso in the room today? I don't see him here, no.
Nope.
But let's not forget to tell everybody about the Novia lottery located over in Minewood. And of course, you can get your tickets. Lottery is ongoing. Lottery draws are every Sunday, and you can go to novialottery.com and get the latest information on the Novia lottery out there. What other stuff do we have? Anything important that needs to be gotten into today's show?
So on Shroud Marketplace, you're gonna laugh at this. You know what? The 28,000 silver ore.
I was looking at
was
that.
Bought.
Where the hell is
it? Is no longer in stock. And so don't forget.
I lost my link
to Shroud Marketplace.
Yeah, I had it. Oh, that's why I had it on the other screen.
Okay.
How much did that sell for?
Well, you could have bought it off of Shroud Marketplace.
$150.
28,000 silver ore. It is no longer available.
Stock.
Yes.
Yes. So $550 hard cash, 28K silver ore.
Yes.
Gotta love Shroud Marketplace.
So
and
don't forget, if you have
can be a vendor.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you want to become a vendor and you want to sell your stuff, don't forget you just need to register for an account and then click on vendor registration. And all things on there can be bought or sold as long as it's game related. You can sell it as long as it doesn't violate the terms of service. So if you're looking to make a little extra scratch and sell your stuff, you can do so by listing your items on Shroud Marketplace. Yay!
Yay!
And if you look at the time, it is actually time for us to get out of here and say thank you to everybody that is cheering on my stream. Thank you. I love you. Oh wait. And thank you for watching on Twitch, YouTube, and listening on WRFB.
WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. That's right. We love you guys. We appreciate you tuning on in and joining us every day here, Monday through Friday, except weeks like this where just shit happens. And, of course, holidays, telethons, earthquakes, doctor's appointments. So short week for us. We'll be back with you guys here on Thursday for another show. And then we will be back again on Monday, back to our regular schedule.
I don't know if you just missed it or not, but Gix just blew the Virtue smoke symbol and it comes out red. I guess it means he has negative. He has negative Virtue.
But meanwhile, we got to go ahead and wrap it up for today. So with that, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Stay tuned, NBNN, for more news, sports, entertainment, crazy, wild happenings, the latest hijinks and shenanigans right here in Owl's Head, right here on our lot, right here inside Shroud, the Avatar. Have a great day, everybody, and we will see you all on Thursday.
I have to go. I really have to go. I will see you.
I have to go.